Where should I look?
Right here.
Right there, okay.
And we're at the Hutchinson Art Center this evening, and we're here with Marilyn Lake. And can you tell us a little bit about why we're here this evening?
Well, this is the members exhibit for the Hutchinson Art Center. And each member gets to bring one piece of their work that they did in the previous year. And so I picked my Poppy Happy.
Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Well, this is a watercolor batik. Usually people that are familiar with batik are familiar with it in fabric, but this is done on a jinwasa paper. It's a rice paper. And I kind of went wild with the colors. But I love the colors. And it's a wax process where you paint a little, you wax a little, you paint a little more, you wax a little. And then at the end you put wax over the whole thing. And then you iron it all off.
Wow, long process.
And it is a long, long process.
It almost looks like fabric. It's got kind of
it does.
An interesting texture to it.
That's the paper, and also after you've waxed it and the wax has dried, you scrunch it up in a ball, and then you take it apart, and that makes little cracks throughout it. So all these places that are white are the actual rice paper where there was wax.
And I think similar to tie-dye.
Well,
maybe
it's a lot harder than tie-dye,
I
think. But yes, it's more similar to, are you familiar with the Ukrainian eggs?
Oh, yes.
The wax process. I think in a way it's a little more...
Very similar to that?
Similar to that. It's just you put the wax on. Wherever you don't want the color to change, you put the wax on. So like I painted these first, and I obviously waxed a little before I did any painting because I wanted lots of spots in it. Somebody told me it looked like it was raining.
It does. It really does. It looks like there's droplets all over.
Well,
it's a beautiful piece.
I'm very happy with the way the background turned out and the contrast. My husband said it looked like a piece of decorative art. And I said, well,
beautiful.
That's what it is. A piece of I belong to the Society of Decorative Art Painters and to Wheatheart's District Decorative Art Painters Society. So but this is the first of my batiks that I really liked.
So
I did a couple
more.
others that I wasn't real happy with, and I do have a purple cat I like. That's sitting on a rocking chair. So I really like this one.
It's a beautiful piece.
Thank you so much.
How long have you been doing different art?
Just since 2009. I wrote
wow.
I'm
That's
a
amazing.
writer. I wrote a book called Buddy and the Grandcats. And my husband illustrated it for me. And we sold over 500 copies. But we're still kind of in the hole from the cost of that book. So he said, I'm not illustrating another book. So I thought to myself, okay, I'll learn to paint. Illustrate my own book. So it's taken me all this time, and I still haven't illustrated the second book. But I really got into the painting. And painting adds to my writing. You know, when I was first studying writing, I found that I could put in poetry things I couldn't put in a story. I could put in a story things that were too long for poetry. And now I have painting. So I have all three.
Kind of 3 dimensions now. You're three-dimensional.
Yes. But I'm very fond of this piece. And a friend of mine said, well, please take a picture of it. I love your paintings. So that's why I asked you to take a picture for me.
I noticed that you have it for sale. Is it going to be hard to part with it?
Well, I put a nice price on it, so
So maybe it'll hang around.
yes. My first art teacher, Doug Trowbridge, told me that if you want to keep something and you have it for sale, just price it high. Although I don't think 300 is high for this piece
No,
at all.
it's really not.
I think it's a fair price.
Yeah, I imagine it'll go flying out of here, and then you'll wish you priced it higher.
Well, art doesn't sell that much that quickly anymore. It's a very tight economy, and I'm not well known in the art world yet. Maybe after your interview, I will be.
Possibly. Well,
But-
thank you so much for telling us about your piece here, and
Well, I'll tell you, naming it was difficult because I was trying to get the feeling of happiness that was in it, sort of the ebullience of it. And finally I came up with Poppy Happy.
and that's a really good description.
Thank you.
You did
Thank
well.
you. I appreciate you taking the time.
Well, thank
look
you
at it.
for letting us interview you and take some pictures of your art and have a chance to talk
Well,
with you.
you're more than welcome.
Thank you so much.